Alrighty, here with Mr. Steve Brown. What are you, the head of the JDC? How would you consider that?
I think my official title is chairman and founder. Yeah.
There you go. Well, it's nice to have you here. From my understanding, you just came to Orlando for a vacation and found this DPFL Live Event, huh?
Yeah, well, I'm familiar with the event. I wanted to come last year, but I couldn't make it. And it just slipped my mind this year. So we booked a family vacation. And as it happened, a day before we left, I seen the flyer on Facebook. I thought, I bet we just miss it, just be my luck. And I looked at the flyer, read the dates, and I couldn't believe it. So, yeah, so here we are.
There you go. How do you like it here at this event?
It's unbelievable. It's exceeded all expectations. Yeah, even just pulling up to the gatehouse at the front is an amazing venue. It's really well ran. Lots of events, I think 21 events over the whole weekend. No, it's been fantastic, and players from all over the world. So yeah, it's a great event.
Yeah, we had a good showing from some of the professional players, Jan Van Veen, Jermaine Wadamina, and so many more. It's kind of cool to see that over here on our front.
It was pretty cool. I walked in the room yesterday. I come with my son John, who's a ex-PDC pro himself, and we walked in the room. We weren't expecting to see Jelle Klassen and Jan Van Veen, and they weren't expecting to see us. So we sort of crossed eyes across the room, and it was like, hi, but what are you doing here?
Dang it, you came to take our money.
Exactly that. But no, it's great, and there's great camaraderie in the room. Everybody and people just get on so well over here. And I've been coming to the States since 2006 through the PDC, and it's just, for me, is really warming to see it grow and grow and grow. And I think darts in North America is in a great place.
Yeah, it really is. And talk about that from 2006 to now. How has that growth been?
If I'm completely honest, when we first came in 2006, 2007, if you drew an American player or North American player, it was almost a buy. And that's me being very honest. Mm-hmm. And sorry, guys, if that was the truth back then. And to see it grow and grow. And I've always, a lot of time, I owe a great deal of gratitude to an American sponsor of mine back in the day. It was Laser Darts and Horizon Darts, and Terry Manis was the first ever sponsor of me. So I'm sure you're familiar with Terry. Yeah. So she backed me back then, and gave me the opportunity to travel the world and make a name for myself back in those days. So I've always got North America has always got a big place in my heart. So since those days, and to see where it's come now, for me, I had a real goosebump moment at MSG, going back in a couple of months ago. And I was fortunate enough to be late, as typically me, to the event. But as I walked down the steps, they were doing the first walk-on, and it was a packed house. And the crowd, the atmosphere was unbelievable. I had goosebumps walking down. I just thought to myself, I can remember back in 2006, 2007, or the Desert Classic in Vegas, when literally we had to pay people to come in to watch. And to see a packed Madison Square Garden, for me, I've got goosebumps now thinking about it. But how far it's coming in the US is fantastic.
You never know. Maybe we'll see another World Series event or more come in the future. Now, okay, darts for you. Where is your game at? Where's your focus at these days?
I think I'm still competitive. I don't take it as seriously. But still, I still fancy my chances against anybody. But I'm not very consistent these days. Maybe play once, twice a week. I don't practice. My practice are my matches. But still, I'll play anybody.
Do you think you'll ever try your hand at a PDC Tour card again, or maybe just let John go at it? What do you think?
I can see the future, obviously being the chairman of the JDC and how good these kids are coming through. I don't think I'll ever be up to their standard. And I think there's been a big shift, and it's becoming a young person's sport these days. So for me to dedicate the time against these kids with no responsibilities, I just don't think. I think it's an unfair fight. Yeah.
Timing's kind of worked out for the JDC. We'll get into that now.
Yes, ma'am.
Started out, you developed the program. You saw your players go through. You still have your players going through it, but then you got the Luke Littler effect, and he was a part of your program. What did that mean to you, having that player doing what he's doing now, be involved in the JDC, and what can it do for the program?
Well, I think before Luke, there's been many players that are on the tour now, your Keane Barrys, and I can go on and on. The players, I think 5 of our last 6 world champions have gone on to become pro tour card holders. That doesn't get given to you. You have to earn that. So it's a real sort of badge of honour to win a JDC World Championship. Luke is flying the flag for not just the junior game, but for the game as a whole. We kind of knew the day would come where some kid would come through and do that. I'm just really thankful that it was Luke, because I think he's done an admirable job of just the way he conducts himself on and off the hockey. He could have been a brat. I mean, he could have let money and fame go to his head, but he seems to have his feet firmly on the ground, and I think that's just what the sport needs. But again, I think there's going to be a bit of a lag now between the next superstar coming through, maybe 2 or 3 years. There's some great players coming through, but nobody stood out as much as Luke at the moment. However, there are players on the same trajectory as Luke, or even more advanced than Luke when he was 12 or 13. So I think 2 or 3 years' time, you're going to have 10 Luke Littlers on your hands.
And you never know. We're starting to establish JC here in North America. Yes. One could be in a North American. You never know.
Well, absolutely. So every country, it's very important for any country to sort of invest in their youth structure. So each country wants to champion their own kid or their own world, their own champion. So it's very important. I think as a lifeblood for any organisation, it's very, very important that they have this structure in place, because nobody wants a house built on sand.
Definitely. Well, I can tell everybody, and I'm sure you're going to double down on this, follow the JDC, Junior Darts Corporation Facebook pages and so much more. Get that info, get involved, because the growth in the game is right there.
Well, the future is now.
It really is. It is. Thank you, Steve, for sitting down and chatting with us here at the DPFL Live Event in Kissimmee, Florida. Appreciate you, sir, and good luck in the future.
Thank you, Will. Thank you very much.